Hey guys, Brian with Tiffany and Bees. Yeah, just to give you a backstory of what's going on right now is we got a message from one of our members the other day regarding a swarm, or they saw some bee activity coming out of a whiskey barrel right behind me right here. And so this is actually my first time catching a swarm or even opening up a wine whiskey barrel. So actually there's a lot of things I don't know, and thankfully on YouTube there's a handful of videos about bees in a wine barrel, and so I got to just check that out over the past couple of days to see what I need. And so right here, obviously everything a beekeeper has is a smoker. I'm not going to try to smoke, but just in case the bees start acting up a little bit, this will calm down the bees. Well, it will divert the bees into focusing on a different thing other than me. This is a nucleus hive. I bought 2 nucleus hives earlier this year from a friend of ours, and this is how I transported the bees. And so hopefully we can get them in here, put some frames in here, put some wax just in case. I don't have any drawn empty combs, so hopefully that can help start them up. Got my handy knife, got this for free, duct tape just in case. And this is actually what I did create the other night was a bee vac. It's pretty much a wet vac that you attach to a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot or Lowe's, and then I drill some holes so that there will be some ventilations, they don't overheat and die. And I also drilled a 1 3/4 hole over here so that the suction of this vac won't be too powerful, that it'll just demolish the bees as it goes through the tunnel. And if the suction isn't strong enough, I can cover this hole partially with duct tape. This is my handy kind of beekeeper's toolkit. I got a hammer, you know, I lost my other hive kit, hive toolkit, and ordered another one on Amazon. I got some smoker fuel, some random things. It's always better to be over prepared than under prepared while you're opening up a hive, and generally speaking, just because you don't want to drive back to or walk back to wherever you came from, because it just takes a lot to prepare, like putting on your suit, getting the smoker ready, and everything else. So it's just good to have everything in sight. I got my bee suit here. I'm not a pro yet, so you know, a lot of these guys on YouTube, you know, they'll handle bees with their bare hands, maybe just a veil over their head, because typically the first place of attack are around your eyes, so you want to at least get your face covered, right? But some of these guys will go in without nothing. I, on the other hand, I'm a new beekeeper, so I'm not that confident. I do have gloves that I'll use for the most part. However, when I see the queen, what I'm going to try to do is either handle it with my hand, or Tiffany's on her way, so she's going to get me some rubber gloves. I do have a EpiPen just in case I'm allergic, and I'm here by myself right now. Probably not the best idea, but I think I'll be okay. I don't know if I'm allergic to bees or not yet, so I've never been stung. But just in case, you know, I am allergic and I stop breathing, Tiffany says this is not the right way. I'm gonna stab myself in the thigh or something. But anyway, I have that handy. And one of the most important things in life, sports, beekeeping, it's a little over 90 degrees right now. The afternoon, water. Make sure you stay hydrated. that if the bees don't kill you, that dehydration won't get to you either. So I've been drinking a lot this morning just to prep myself, prep my body for such a time as this. So yeah, the bees are right behind me. There's a flight pattern that's going straight out diagonally, catty corner to where the hive is. So there's a few ways to approach the situation. Let me get rid of this. You don't just go into a hive for the sake of going into a hive. You want goals. You want to look for certain things, right? But however, with this swarm, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if they've drawn comb, if they're established, if they're just randomly just all around. So I brought other pieces of wood so I can reinforce the top so it doesn't come crashing down on the bees. I'm hoping the best case scenario, I forgot to show you guys this. This is a bee clip. Queen clip actually. So I was supposed to come here yesterday, but I couldn't make it just because this came around a little after 7 p.m. and I didn't have enough daylight, and I don't want to work with bees at night just because they start crawling. I don't want them crawling up my pants and stinging my ankles. When they're flying around foraging, they're busy. They're to themselves. They'll probably check me out a few times, and then if they get too aggressive, I'll have my smoker handy, ready to go, smoke them a little bit. And so the best case scenario will be get the queen and a few helpers, get them in here, and her pheromones will actually attract the other bees to the hive. I won't probably need to use any of this vacuum or anything, because that could be potentially and very invasive, can kill a few bees here and there. I'm hoping that they'll just transfer well over. I would put the queen in here, maybe just at the top. Her pheromones will let the bees know to come into this hive. I'll just keep her probably right in front of the wine barrel with this open, so that there'll be a place for them to come into. This is cool because I can easily transport this by just closing this, and yeah, maybe there'll be a few stragglers of bees outside of the nucleus hive, but good thing I have a trunk now. And before we move forward, I want to thank My Play Cafe for sponsoring this video. I am a 50% owner of My Play Cafe, so I bought all the equipment, and so I am the sponsor of my own video. Let's get into the hive. Hey guys, just a different angle of the camera. We're right in front of the whiskey barrel. I'm getting closer to the bees, and there's other bugs checking the bees out as well. So I put on my suit. I still haven't put on my gloves yet. What I'm gonna do is, I actually forgot to tell you, I nailed on this wooden plank, and I'm gonna actually nail more on just to use that as a reinforcement. I'm not sure about just how stable this lid will be once I start prying things open. So I don't want, if there is comb, I don't want it to drop on all the bees and killing most of the bees. And what I didn't share with you earlier was, if there is comb, I'm gonna actually use that comb as a foundation for I brought some extra frames so I can just rubber band and tape it around. So here we go. Yeah, so I took the nails out. Forgot to check. I thought it was a whiskey barrel, and whiskey barrels don't have nails, and wine barrels do. So I guess this was a wine barrel at some point. Yep, easy. There you go. Take this one out, put it to the side. Go, another one. That's a little hard when it's nailed down, huh? The metal pieces out, 3 of them. I didn't want to go do more. I don't need to. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reinforce the top because it seems like I can stretch it out. It's a little bit older age, so there's a lot more wiggle room. Okay, so reinforcement, I'm hoping that it'll be strong enough to hold whatever is underneath, and I'll be able to turn the lid over. If they have drawn comb, it would be on top here, so I don't want that to come crashing down. What else I'm preparing right now is actually the bee vac, so I can start vacuuming up some bees. I see more of them flying around, but I did move the hive, so they're a little bit just confused of where their entrance is right now. Alright, I got my bee vac ready to go. I'm hoping I don't need to use it, but we will see. Just test the suction. Strong enough where it'll suck up the bees, but not too strong where it'll crush them. Okay, so we don't know what we don't know. I'm going to be putting on my gloves now. Pretty established hive already. That's great. We can use some of this comb later. Right now I'm just vacuuming up the bees. Alright guys, so that barrel, there was a pretty healthy colony in there. Right now I got it down to one of these 2 buckets here, and I'm not quite sure where the queen is. I'm assuming this one, but they can also be fanning in that one, attracting more pheromones. But I gotta consolidate, so I'm gotta figure out how to take that into this new nook. I'm just letting it settle, see where the bees will, yeah, hoping that the queen is still alive. Say hi, Tiff. She's inside with the kids. You guys want to take a look? I threw out most of the comb because I couldn't really use it. Hey guys, I took a step inside. I've been out there for way too long. Taking a quite small break. It's good because we gotta let the bees, if I did get the queen, then they're gonna go into this nook box. I'll show you guys here. So this might be a good sign that these bees are congregating around this nook box. I thought I had it in the original nook box, but it just didn't seem like there was a lot of action. Typically, within a few minutes, they'll start crawling in to wherever the queen is because they sense her pheromones. So what I did was I vacuum sealed the rest of the bees inside. I'm assuming I got the queen while I was doing that in the barrel. And the original nook box, so I got that in the 5-gallon tank, smashed it down, and then I combined the 2 hives. So it seems like there's success. You know, let's wait, give it a few more minutes. I'm gonna take a break here before I die of heat exhaustion. But once they calm down, hope they all settle in. If you can't tell, there's still a lot of bees flying around. One of the reasons why is because there are a lot of foragers out there, and they're coming back home. And they're like, "What happened? Where is my home?" Obviously, I disrupted their home, opened it up, put it in the sun so I can take a better look in the hive to see if the queen was there. Thank God that this wine barrel or whiskey barrel was in the shade, or I would have probably not been recording this video and on my way to the hospital. Well, I'll check back in a few minutes. Alright, checking in. Hydrated a little bit, used the restroom. Seems like the queen is inside. They're going inside, hanging around. I hope. I'm gonna go check out that barrel here. Just make sure, take another look, and make sure that the queen's not inside. There's gonna be a lot of bees. Sadly, I can't get all the bees. Right? There's plenty of foragers out there. So just finished dinner. Came back to see. It seems like there's some bees left in the barrel. That's fine. Let's look at how they're doing over here. Okay, yep. They're crowding around the entrance, and I put a little bottle feeder. Now I'm gonna transport this box, this yellow thing up here. I'm gonna close up rest of the bees. That's the bird comb. In hindsight, I should have probably kept some of this. There was some pollen and bee bread. But anyway, I'm back here. I'm going to be transporting this back to my house for the time being before I put it into my apiary. It's going to need a lot of help to survive, to prep itself for the winter. I'm probably going to put some honey supers from my other hives when I combine, when I put it into a regular hive. So thanks for tuning in. I'll keep you guys posted.